Hey, good morning. So this morning I was walking my dog, taking a little run. Just got back, and one of the things I wanted to check was some of our phone numbers. And someone brought up to me how important voice search optimization is. So I'm going to demonstrate to you how important voice search optimization is for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Surrey here to call one of our stores. Surrey, call Land Rover Hinsdale.
Call Land Rover Hinsdale on 300 East Stockton Avenue in Hinsdale. Calling Land Rover Hinsdale.
Redirect not yet assigned. We're sorry. We are unable to connect you to the destination. Please try again later. Message RR201.
Okay, so quality control is something you have to do of all your dealerships, and you have to think about your mobile numbers on your website, your numbers on your website, your numbers on all your third-party sites, but most of all, with voice search optimization. Sure, it's a big buzzword right now. Sure, it's how a lot of people are connecting, and eventually people won't use as many computers and keyboards to do things. They're going to do most things by AI assistance and by voice search. So in this example, I asked Surrey to find us or to call us, and the number's not connected right. Now I know, looking at that 866 number, that's an old call break number that I don't use anymore. The problem with that is that where they get that number. So you're gonna have to Google that number, figure out where the site directory is that's at. But how does voice search populate? Voice search populates simply because somewhere on the internet you have a website with that number. Now that number, I know, was used on my group site. I've updated my group site with the new numbers, but that was just this week when we found that disconnect. I use voice search a lot of times to call, but very rarely do I call the store. I usually call individuals at their extension. But before doing this video, I knew that was a problem. I knew it would take a couple days for us to update as well, so I still wanted to do the video just to show you an example why this is important. But how voice search populates, so real simple algorithm, all these site directories, search engines, they kind of compare data. And they look at your phone numbers on all the different websites. And then they look at that. But the search engines that mainly populate that search could be a website, but normally, just normally, because most people's phones are defaulted to Surrey, and your phone there populates, Surrey gets their information from usually Yahoo, Bing, and Yelp. So if you didn't claim your Bing listings, and you didn't update your Yelp account and claim your Yelp account, there's a big, strong possibility that somebody's calling a number that may not be right, like ours. Now, ironically, when we track this down, that's not my Bing or Yahoo number. It's not my Google number. It just happens to be from our group site. So why it populated? Well, maybe that number was more popular at that time, and then maybe when that website was crawled, it pushed it. Now, another big thing, that's just the tip of the iceberg, okay? People are like, well, I gotta buy a software, I gotta pay a consultant like you, Dave, to come and help me. And I'm like, no, very simple, just update your Google listings, update your content. But the reason maybe you don't rank with the other dealers in the pack or your business in the pack is simply because of your reputation. Your stars and your reviews and your amount of social activity are the second biggest factor in that algorithm on your voice search. So you don't need any fancy software. You don't need a fancy consultant. You just need to go and do your job, update Google, make sure your content and your phone numbers are right, make sure your phone numbers are right on your website, make sure they're right on Facebook, make sure they're right on Yelp, make sure they're right on Foursquare. Foursquare pushes to a lot of search engines. Yelp pushes to a lot of search engines. A lot of people scrape data, and they're scraping that phone number data on you. Well, all that goes into your voice search optimization, but your ranking Once it gets to voice and finding you, depends upon your reputation. So you need to get positive, real reviews, and you need to get ranking. So where are those reviews coming up on your phone? Well, obviously Google, because it's 70% of the searches. Yelp is a big determination factor. We know that on there. And then, Bing, of course. But another big one was Facebook. So in the car business, I recommend 3 places to get good positive reviews to help enhance your voice search optimization. Google is the primary one. Facebook, and then you need a site that people can go to that they don't need a login. They don't need a Facebook account, and they don't need a Google account, and cars.com would be the other place. Now, you're not going to do anything with Yelp. Yelp is a pay-to-play location, but you have to make sure that your content in Yelp is correct, because even though everybody says, oh, I hate Yelp, if your content's wrong, people can't find you. So that's your tip of the day. Happy selling.